Yeah, Biogen is saying maybe 1 in 6 is eligible. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid has yet to issue coverage guidance for the drug. The spokesperson says that it's coming soon. But in the meantime, because it has to be administered by a clinician, Aduhelm falls under Medicare Part B. So for most Medicare patients, that could mean paying 20% of the $56K out of pocket, not knowing if it will work. Dr. Joy Snyder says that means tough conversations, much as we saw with earlier Alzheimer's drugs.
Some of them were pretty costly early on, and I had a lot of conversations with patients that the benefit was small and the cost was high, and they might do better to spend their money on something else.
Well, it can cost thousands to figure out if you qualify for the drug because you'll need a positive emission tomography or PET scan to check for amyloid plaques. Biogen is contracted with Cigna for coverage. The insurer is setting strict approvals for people with that amyloid criteria and pushing for follow-up data.
It would be an important opportunity would be for the payers and government to work together to create a registry so that we can actually track the initial patients that get this to truly document, are we seeing the benefits that we hope for?
Biogen is touting its patient assistance programs, including an equity initiative with CVS Health aimed at low-income and Black Hispanic patients to give them access. But Kelly, higher drug spending overall like this could cost all of us more in insurance premiums.
That's what makes it such a thorny issue. Bertha, thank you. And despite those challenges that Aduhelm faces, Michael Yee says, well, it's still something that could benefit Biogen and benefit the patient population. He's bullish on the company and the launch of the drug. Michael, it's still possible there could be roadblocks, as Bertha was describing, if they don't sort of basically come out CMS and fully back it and endorse usage of this drug, right? How high of a risk do you think that is?
Well, it's a great question, and thanks for having me. There's a lot of controversy around the drug and the pricing, and I think it makes for a lot of great rhetoric. Ultimately, we do believe, like every single other cancer drug that's approved and every single important drug, that Medicare will move to approve and reimburse the coverage of this drug, particularly for the relevant patient population that the drug was studied for.
What do you think the actual cost will end up being? Explain different sort of options here, possibilities in terms of how long people are on this, whether it could pay for itself, if it makes or lessens the need for some kind of end-of-life long-term care support, that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first most important consideration is there is no real other alternative for these patients who, as you probably know, have a devastating disease for the patients and for the families and the caregivers. So point one is there's really not a lot of alternatives, and it's an important new therapy, and the FDA moved to approve it in part because of this significant unmet need. Point two, I think, for folks is that purportedly there should be an expected 20 to 30% magnitude of slowing of the disease over time. That's what the FDA believes. That's what certainly supporters of the drug believe and doctors believe. And therefore, that should slow the progression of a devastating disease, which, by the way, costs a lot of money over time. So there should be a pharmacoeconomic analysis around that. Biogen has been in discussion with payers and with folks around that. And I would remind people that cancer drugs and other therapies that Medicare patients are on are $100,000, $200,000. Doesn't seem to get much attention. Often adds just a few months of life to these patients, and yet we're spending a ton of money on these drugs. So I think it needs to be put into context.
Let me ask you about Eli Lilly. We had the CEO on with Meg Terrell earlier today. It was a fascinating discussion because he basically said their own Alzheimer's drug is headed towards the same process that the FDA approved Biogen's on, that he thinks theirs is the fastest acting one on the market, and that he thinks in order to be efficacious, it really only has to be taken, in other words, paid for maybe less than a year. Is more competition ultimately the answer here?
Well, I think Lilly does bring an important consideration for the whole equation. And I think that's right. What we've seen before is, in general, when you have more drugs on the market and more competition, there should be a free markets dynamic. And these people will go out and compete for these patients and on price and market share. And that's, I think, what people would want. So to David Ricks at Lilly, I agree. His drug looks very promising. They got breakthrough therapy. They may file. There's questions around what data ultimately will be required for that. But I do think that more drugs for these patients is going to be good for everybody.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.